Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm so glad that you decided to pop in and join me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This is video number 5 in my plans for 2025 series that I'm doing. The first video was my planner stack for 2025. The second was my to be read stack for 2025. The third was my Bible study plans stack for 2025. The fourth was my Bible study tools. And here we are at the 5th video in my series, the Bible stack for 2025 that I'm planning on using. You do not have to have the number of Bibles that I have. These are Bibles that I feel like I will be using consistently and on a regular basis for this year for various reasons. And again, I use different Bibles for different seasons in my life and for different studies that I'm going through. What you are going to see doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily use all of these on the regular. Some of these I will, and I'll explain that as I go. So I have 2 right here. These are both chronological Bibles. This is the Chronological Life Application Bible, and this one is the day-by-day chronological Bible in the Christian Standard Version by Holman. One of the things I want to do in 2025 is just read the Bible through. That doesn't mean I want to do the study. I don't necessarily want to do the Bible recap. I just want to read it. And I'm not sure which one of these I want to use. I do like the chronological. It is the New Living Translation. It is very easy to read. It does have a lot of study notes. But again, I just want to read. That doesn't mean I have to read the study notes, but they are there if I want to read them. The Christian Standard, again, it's an easy to read translation. What I like about this one, and I have used this before, and I have taken some notes and made highlights. This one is kind of broken up into different you have your information here. So if I wanted to do this as a reading with, say, just like a little devotion, I could do that too. And it would pretty much tell me when to stop. And again, it's chronological. And if I wanted to read more, I could read more. I mean, it whatever, right? The life application doesn't have that. Again, I'm not really sure which one I want to use, but I do have it narrowed down between these two. And again, this is literally a pick up the Bible and just read. Just read. Just read. Take a deep breath and just read. Give myself time to slow down and just soak it in. If you have a recommendation on which one I should use for that, comment that below. I would like to know what you think I should use just to read from in 2025. So these are the 2 chronologicals. Again, I don't know which one I'm going to use. I would love to have a recommendation from you guys. The next Bible is my NIV Life Application Study Bible. This is customized. You will not find this cover anywhere. I took a Life Application Bible that had an imperfect issue with it from Christian Book, and I fabric covered it, and then I added some ribbons. This is the one I use for Sundays, and I use the NIV because our pastor preaches from the NIV. And I teach to 9th grade girls. I teach in the student ministry Sunday school. So I needed something that would be easy for our kids to understand, not too over their head. And again, I use this on Sunday mornings. Sometimes I will use it on Sunday nights. No, I take that back. That's wrong. I use it on Sunday mornings. This is also one of those that is, it's kind of like my comfort Bible. You know, I don't know what it is about this Bible. This is one of those that if I want to reach for something and just pick it up and read, and it just gives me comfort, typically this is one of those that I will pull from. The next one is the very same way. Just one of those, I need to read from this particular Bible. So this is my NIV Life Application Study Bible. Again, I use this on Sundays. This is a cover I ordered off of Etsy, but this is my She Reads Truth Bible, and this is the Rose Gold Edition. Again, I purchased this cover off of Etsy. This is one that I've done some add-ins, like this prayer before reading scripture. I've added this, scriptures to pray as you open your Bible, scriptures to pray, just different things I've done in this Bible. Again, I've marked in this in some places. I've made notes. I've written in it. I have pages marked. More notes I want to take on specific passages. I've given myself that whole blank page that I can add in as needed. Again, I've done some notes and some highlighting. Love Psalm 119. I have highlighted in blue all of the synonyms for word, scripture, precepts, that kind of thing. But this is another one of those Bibles that I use when I just want a comfort Bible. There was something that happened a couple of weeks ago. We had a young lady at our church pass away. She was in my Wednesday night Bible study class. Long story short, we kind of knew it was coming. And this is the Bible I took to work with me, which is weird because I work in a church. Anyway, this is the one I took with me because I just wanted to pick it up and read. And I have access to other Bibles at work, obviously, but this is the one I wanted. So this is one of those other comfort Bibles for me. I just wanted it near. I don't know why this one, but this is the She Reads Truth, the rose gold cover, and this is one I purchased off Etsy. All right, if I'm doing studying, typically if I'm doing a precept study in the New American Standard, this is my MacArthur Study Bible. And again, this is one of those I covered. The cover was kind of falling apart and getting like flaky, the faux leather. So I covered it. I added some more bookmarks. But again, I have highlighted. There's different notes, things I've marked in here. This is why I don't typically add tabs, because of what it does to the page. Things I've made notes on. Just different things. This is one of those study Bibles that I like to always reference. It also has some good study notes in the back, a good concordance, that kind of thing. So this is typically one, I don't use it all the time, but I do keep it as a good point of reference and use it for study notes. The probably best study Bible I have, again, you're going to think I'm weird. I covered my Bible with fabric. This is the ESV Study Bible. This is the large print. ESV Study Bible. Again, the large print. This is the Big Mama Jamma. This is probably the best all-inclusive study Bible that I have. I will always, always, always use this as a point of reference and pull for study notes on this. This is not one I take to church because it is so big. Like, I mean, it is really a gargantuan Bible. The notes and information that it has in the back are so good. So good. So I love all of these articles and resources that it has in the back of this book. Really good concordance. It's got an overview of biblical doctrine. I mean, just a lot of good, solid resources in the back of this study Bible. So again, this is one that I will always keep as a good reference on my desk. Well, I don't have a desk. I have my dining table, which is where we're at right now. And I'm going to have to clean it up at some point. But this is one that I will always keep out and handy to use as a point of studying and getting some good quality background information. Also, the study notes are good. This is one of those more academic type study Bibles, so I highly recommend the ESV Study Bible. You will see so many content creators that have strong biblical foundations have this ESV Study Bible. The next one I have is the Cultural Backgrounds Study Bible. This is the NIV edition. This is not one I typically use as a go-to. However, I have pulled it out specifically because I'm going to be walking through Philemon in my Wednesday night class, and I wanted to get some good cultural background information. So I pulled this one out in hopes that it would give me what I'm looking for. If not, I'm going to have to pull some other resources. For example, the article right here on ancient slavery and the background for Philemon is going to be perfect when I'm looking at context and studying the book of Philemon. Things like that with that cultural background information, because we live in a different time and we don't always understand the cultural ramifications and differences and what it means in regards to our Bible studies. So I did pull this out specifically to use in regards to my study of Philemon. I also have, this is my last study of Bible I pulled, the NLT Illustrated Study Bible. Not typically one that I pull all the time. However, I am pulling it out so I can start using it more. Again, the study Bible I use the most is going to be my ESV Study Bible. But again, I like this because it is illustrated. You have heard me say before, I love anything full color because it keeps my attention a little bit better. And all of these things are things that I can learn from. Like these great little articles, a great picture for an introduction to the Gospel of Luke. You have great maps, a little bit of behind the text in your introduction. You have a character profile of Mary, some artist renderings of the birth of Christ. I have heard other people say that they really do like the study notes in this particular study Bible. So I'm anxious to see how it compares with some of my study notes in my other Bibles. Let's look at Philemon just to kind of see what we have. And I think I'm going to go ahead and actually put my bookmark over there since I'm going to keep it out. This is in Timothy and Titus. All right, Paul's letter to Philemon. You have the setting. Philemon is a very short book. It's a letter. It's only one chapter. And it is really short. I think there's, 25 verses? Yep. So again, you have another article on slavery. I'm anxious to see how this article compares with the Cultural Backgrounds Study Bible to see what kind of information I get that is different, or maybe it's the same. I don't know. But this is the type of information that I want to add to my Bible study binder in regards to putting it together, getting the best information I can as I study through a book of the Bible. This is not something I want to rush through. This is something I absolutely want to take my time with, and just really do some deep dive studying. All right. And I have 2 other Bibles that are not study Bibles whatsoever. The first one is my Crossway ESV Journaling Bible, the Interleaved Edition. If you know anything about the Interleaved Edition, you probably have seen it from Faith on How to Faith a Life. There are a couple of other content creators, Alyssa Nalani. She uses an Interleaved Bible, and basically every other page is a blank page. And my plans for that blank page is to put in study notes that I'm going to want to remember, okay? Let me just show you with Philemon and okay. So I did print out and size the Cliff Notes from Faith on How to Faith a Life. I have glued those in. So now I have all this room to take notes on and write information I want to remember on the book of Philemon. Okay, I have all that room. Eventually, I would like for the whole Bible to get filled, but I'm not going to rush through this. This is a process for me. And again, I want to put study notes that I know are going to be valuable to me, that are going to help me understand the book, the background, the information, why it's important, and all of the things. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one is the ESV Large Print Journaling Bible. Again, this is just a journaling Bible. You have your side margins to take notes, and it's large print. I have done the same thing with Philemon. I have added in the Cliff Notes, and then if I need to add in other pages, I will add in other pages, but I'm not going to randomly or haphazardly take notes. I'm going to put the information in my Bible study binder first, then I plan on transferring to this Bible what I want to remember and what I want to study. And these 2 Bibles, eventually I would like to hand down to my kids. I've already talked to my daughter, and my daughter actually left me a sweet little note. Let me find it for you. Right there. She left me a sweet little note. She loves speaking Spanish. She is going to minor in Spanish in college. She has gone to Honduras on 2 mission trips, and we're hoping that she can go back. Anyway, she loves Spanish, so she left me that sweet little note right there. So these are 2 Bibles that I'm hoping to pack full with notes and things that I've learned. Even write prayers in here for my kids, my family, maybe prayers for things that I'm struggling with, in hopes that they will have these in the future when I have gone, and that they can use them and love them and learn from them as well. The last Bible, I don't know if I said these 2 are the last. If I did, I apologize. The last one I want to pull is this one, and this wasn't in my picture. This is another cover I purchased from Etsy. This is the New Inductive Study Bible, the New American Standard Version. This is one of those precept upon precept. This is the Kay Arthur Study Bible that she kind of helped put together. So welcome to the New Inductive Study Bible. You have Bible study helps, how to use the Inductive Study Bible. So there's some good information, how to get started. Here's a chart on different markings you can use. More charts and illustrations, which again, full color. I love it. I'm here for it. And then in the back, you have some more really good articles. You have some concordance information, This is one of those articles, Major Events in Israel's History. The interesting thing about the Bible like this is you do not have, that's not a good, okay, so like in 2 John, each chapter does not have a chapter theme or heading. This is something that once you read it, you write it in yourself. You also have the book at a glance. You have that chart that you can fill out as well. I'm pulling this one, obviously, for Philemon because at the beginning of each book, all right, so this has a little bit of information about slavery, things to do, observations, things to think about, and then you start reading. So there's some really good little information, and you can do inductive Bible studies in this Bible, like right here, who is the author, who are the recipients, Onesimus. So really good. You can take a little bit of notes in the margin, probably not a lot. I mainly pulled this one to see what the precursor information is before you get into the book of Philemon. So I am pulling this one out as well to use as another resource. And guys, that's it. That is a lot of Bibles to have out between different study Bibles, different note-taking and journaling Bibles. Again, you don't have to have all these Bibles. And the crazy thing is, they all serve different purposes for me, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful to have these Bibles. Is it too much? Is it excessive? Yes, probably. But again, I have a degree in biblical studies. Things have been added to my collection over a 20-year time span. So, and I hate to say collection because, again, all of the Bibles that I've shown you have very specific purposes. And I've kind of told you how I'm planning to use these for 2025. If you have questions, if you have comments, again, make sure you comment below. And again, let me know which chronological Bible you think I should use for 2025. Either the CSB Daily or the Chronological Life Application. Guys, I hope you have a joyful day. There is one more video coming in my 2025 plans of my Bible study, whatever you want to call it, series. And that is my word of the year. And I guess that's it. Stay tuned for that one. I hope you have a joyful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.